Right, then you want to be a farmer, do you? Well, good for you. It's not all sitting around in fields watching things grow, you know. Choosing the right niche is crucial if you want to make a profit and not end up living in a caravan. We'll be covering everything from crops to critters, soil to sustainability, all with the aim of helping you make the most of your land and your hard-earned money. So grab yourself a cuppa, settle in, and let's get down to the business of making your farm a success. Now, crop farming is all about growing things, but it's not as simple as chucking some seeds in the ground and hoping for the best. You need to choose crops that are in demand, crops that will actually sell and make you a tidy profit. Consider your climate and soil. You wouldn't try to grow bananas in the Arctic, would you? Once you've got a handle on what you can realistically grow, it's time to look at the market. What are people buying? Are there any niche markets you could tap into? Maybe there's a demand for organic kale or heritage wheat in your area. Think about things like crop rotation, water conservation, and reducing pesticide use. Do your research, plan carefully, and you might just be surprised at what you can achieve. Right, let's talk livestock. Now, I'm talking about your sheep, your cattle, your goats, even your pigs. These furry and not so furry friends can be a decent source of income if you play your cards right. First off, you need to decide what kind of livestock is right for you. Got loads of pasture, cattle might be your thing. Limited space but plenty of time? Chickens could be a good shout. Once you've chosen your animals, you need to think about their needs. Housing, feed, vet care, it all adds up. Livestock can provide a steady stream of income from meat, milk, wool, or even eggs. Just remember, livestock farming is a 24/7 commitment. These animals rely on you for their well-being, so you need to be prepared to put in the time and effort. But get it right, and you might just find yourself turning a tidy profit. Now, dairy farming, it's not for the faint of heart, I'll tell you that. It's early mornings, it's hard work, and it's the constant smell of, well, manure. But if you're up for the challenge, it can be a rewarding way to make a living. The first step, obviously, is choosing your cows. There's a whole world of breeds out there, each with its own quirks and milk-producing capabilities. Next up, you need to think about feed. Cows are like eating machines, and they need a balanced diet to produce top-quality milk. And don't even get me started on the milking equipment. It's a maze of tubes and tanks and enough flashing lights to rival a disco. But here's the thing about dairy farming, it's more than just milk. You can diversify into cheese making, yogurt production, even ice cream. Get creative, find your niche, and you might just become the next dairy mogul. Just remember, dairy farming is a demanding business. It's long hours, it's hard work, and it's the constant threat of being kicked by a cow. But if you're passionate about producing quality dairy products, it can be a rewarding and profitable venture. Now, for those of you who prefer your farming a bit wetter, there's aquaculture. It's basically farming, but instead of fields, you've got tanks, ponds, or even open ocean enclosures. And instead of sheep, you've got fish, shellfish, seaweed, the lot. With wild fish stocks dwindling, the demand for farmed seafood is higher than ever. Of course, like any type of farming, aquaculture has its challenges. You need to carefully manage water quality, control diseases, and ensure your fishy friends are well fed. But the rewards can be worth it. Aquaculture allows you to produce a consistent supply of high-quality seafood, and with the right marketing, you can command premium prices. Plus, it's a relatively environmentally friendly way to produce protein, which is always a bonus. So if you're looking for a challenging but potentially lucrative farming niche, aquaculture might just be the one for you. Right, let's talk organic farming. Organic farming is all about working with nature, not against it. That means no artificial fertilizers, no pesticides, and a whole lot of patience. Now, I'm not going to lie, organic farming can be a right pain in the backside. It's more labor-intensive, it can be more expensive, and you have to be prepared to share your crops with the local wildlife. But there's a growing demand for organic produce, and people are willing to pay a premium for it. The key to successful organic farming is understanding your soil. You need to create a healthy, balanced ecosystem that can support your crops without the need for chemical crutches. And don't forget about marketing. People who buy organic care about where their food comes from. They want to know your story, they want to know your values, and they want to know you're not just in it for the money. So, if you're passionate about sustainable farming and you're not afraid of a little hard work, organic farming could be a profitable niche for you. Just be prepared for a few more weeds and the occasional slug infestation. Now, listen up because this bit is crucial. Before you even think about planting a seed or buying a flock of sheep, you need to do your market research. That means figuring out what people actually want to buy and, more importantly, what they're willing to pay for it. Don't be that farmer flogging last year's turnips in a dying market. You need to be savvy, you need to be informed, and you need to know your customer like the back of your hand. What are the current food trends? Are people looking for locally sourced produce? Are they interested in exotic fruits or heritage vegetables? The more you know about your target market, the better equipped you'll be to provide them with what they want when they want it. Now, I know what you're thinking. Business plans are boring. They're all spreadsheets and graphs and words I can't even pronounce. But trust me, a solid business plan is crucial for any farming venture, no matter how big or small. Think of it like a roadmap for your farm. It outlines your goals, your strategies, your financial projections, and how you plan on achieving it all. Start by defining your goals. Do you want to be a small-scale local producer or a large-scale supplier? Next, you need to think about your finances. How much money do you need to invest? What are your expected operating costs? How long will it take to turn a profit? Remember, a well-thought-out business plan is like a good sheepdog. It keeps you on track, helps you make informed decisions, and ultimately increases your chances of success. So don't skip this step. Your future self will thank you. Right, let's talk dirt. And I'm not talking about the gossip down at the pub. I'm talking about the very foundation of your farming operation, your soil. Because without healthy soil, you're not going to grow much of anything, are you? Now, soil is a complex beast. It's a living ecosystem teeming with microorganisms, fungi, and all sorts of creepy crawlies that are essential for plant growth. One of the best ways to improve soil health is through crop rotation. That means planting different crops in the same field each year to break disease cycles, control pests, and improve soil fertility. And don't forget about cover crops. These are plants that are grown between cash crops to improve soil health, prevent erosion, and add organic matter. Remember, healthy soil equals healthy plants, which equals a healthy bottom line. So invest in your soil and it will pay dividends for years to come. Now, let's talk about sustainability. Sustainable farming is all about working with nature, not against it. It's about reducing your environmental impact, conserving resources, and promoting biodiversity. And the best part, it can actually save you money in the long run. Take water conservation, for example. By implementing efficient irrigation systems, you can reduce your water usage and save money on your water bill. Plus, you'll be doing your part to conserve this precious resource. And then there's renewable energy. Installing solar panels on your barn roof or using wind turbines to power your irrigation system can significantly reduce your energy costs. Remember, sustainability isn't just a buzzword. It's a smart business strategy that can benefit both your farm and the planet. So think green and watch your profits grow. Now, if you're short on space but big on ambition, high-value crops might be your ticket to farming fame and fortune. These are crops that command a premium price due to their rarity, flavor, or medicinal properties. Think saffron, truffles, or even those fancy mushrooms that chefs go crazy for. The beauty of high-value crops is that you don't need acres of land to turn a profit. Do your research, find a niche market, and you might just find yourself sitting on a gold mine of gourmet garlic or a fortune of foraged fungi. High-value crops often require specialized knowledge and techniques, but the potential rewards can be significant. So there you have it, a whirlwind tour of profitable farming niches. From crops to critters, soil to sustainability, we've covered a lot of ground. But remember, choosing the right niche is just the first step. The real work begins when you put your plan into action. It's about getting your hands dirty, learning from your mistakes, and never giving up on your dreams. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow farming enthusiasts. And remember, if you want to make a small fortune in farming, start with a big one.